Hey everybody, we're going to do Cutcliffe 35, and we begin in June with straw silk, long shank hook again, and we're going to do gold twist for the rib, and the body is flax dyed yellow with the turmeric, so Hare Flax, and that's what it looks like when you shave it off the Cutcliffe shaving way, and I'll leave a link of how to do that and how to dye it. And the hackle is the most brilliant yellowish red obtainable. This is one of my Kirby capes that has a beautiful mix of red to almost all yellow and yellowish throughout the red. And the length of the barbs on the side of the hackle should be the length of the shank of the hook. And that was me showing you that measurement. So now Cutcliffe says here in beginning for June, this is the first fly of June, that are for upstream fishing in very low and bright water. So, these are flies that I guess are intended to be for bright low water conditions. And per usual, just tying all the way down, catching in the gold twist on the way, and we're going to wind a slightly tapered body with the turmeric dyed hair fur. And when you mix all that stuff together, you get the beautiful spiky guard hairs of the hair, along with just a little bit of below that has some yellow dye to it, and mixed together gives an olivish cast. And wrapping the gold twist up, I use French oval for that, and going to trim that away. And I'm going to tie in the hackle here. All these flies from for the last chunk here are tied heavily hackled, so definitely to remain up near the surface and not sink so far. So I'm starting them a little bit further back, so I have a little bit more of a ramp to create more hackle through the thorax and at the collar. So just getting some wax on there, and I pulled too hard there, so I broke my silk. No big deal, it's wax, so it holds right on. Just retie on. Not to the end of the world, and now I'll dub on there. We're going to do a little bit thicker here for the thorax. And then we'll I like to double on. You can double the hackle before you tie it in even, but it's just easier for me to double it. We're using a vise now instead of holding it by hand, so I'm doing pretty close palmering here through the hackle, through the thorax, apologies, so that there's a lot more hackle and a lot more winds within the thorax, and then getting to the head, and going to do a bunch of extra wraps as well, and tie off there, and we'll snip that out. Wrap back to that tie-off point, and then I'm going to do a back to front whip finish. Really only room here for 3. We'll cinch that knot, pull it tight, wiggle it back and forth. There's wax on there, so you don't need glue. And we'll do the full Cutcliffe style, dividing the hackle to the top and bottom. You can see how heavily it's hackled, and then curling it. I just use my scissors, the edge of my scissors. And then you should pick out the dubbing, a little bit to mix in the hackle, and you end up with something that looks like that. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Bye.